In probably 2007, 2008, still living mostly in New York City, I was at the Jazz Standard and listening to a young jazz trumpeter named Dominick Farinacci, and he just was special. His tone, his virtuosity, his storytelling, using the trumpet rather than vocals, I thought pulled it all together. And so when I thought about it, I thought, well, only Wynton Marsalis would be maybe at the same level, although Dom would, of course, been aspiring to be at his level. And then I'll just jump forward to probably 3 years ago. The Avalon sponsored a concert under the tent when they had tinted concerts, and Bria Schoenberg was the lead. You know, she was the star of the night, and Dominick was here with Marty and me and spending the weekend, and when we went to the concert, and at one point Bria looked out the audience and she said, "If you think I'm a little nervous, I am." She said, "I'm looking at the world's best trumpeter in the front row." And so that, you know, when you get that sort of a compliment from a peer, that is quite meaningful. Dominick is a complicated person because at one point in conversation with Wynton Marsalis, talking about Dominick's career and his future, and Dominick expressing his desire to do more than just play the trumpet, Wynton said, "Man, just do gigs, just do gigs." But then it was about that time that Dominick was beginning to conceive of the Modern Warrior Live musical. And so he wasn't just playing gigs. He was spending a lot of time in compositional work, working with a veteran named James Poling. And so, you know, because of those complications, he is a many-faceted artist. For example, with his TED Talk, talking about the composition to, you know, help his mother as she was facing difficulty with cancer. So he's really a complex but an extraordinary musician. One of my favorite compositions ever is Rhapsody in Blue. And I would think that in the top 10, top 5, whatever, of American compositional artists, George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue would be there. But it began with Gershwin in Paris, you know, the street scene, the rhythms, the brassiness, if you will, of Paris. And it resulted in a pretty brassy song, you know, played orchestrally. Well, I think of Dominick's duet with John Thomas on the piano as sort of bringing, you know, this big brassy scene into a Parisian cafe and being much more personal, much more intimate in its rendition. And I think it's just a great opportunity for people well, let's call it on the Eastern Shore, to see a splendid musician who is really quite unique. You know, not just another trumpet player, but really one of the great trumpet players.